So before I found Bone Coach, I was lost. I was reading, I probably had read at least 5 different books and was on 4 different Facebook groups. And they're all saying different things. And it was incredibly confusing. And I was frustrated most of the time and anxious too. I was anxious and frustrated that I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do, and my bones, it was like I could hear them cracking. So after I found Bone Coach, I found a community, and I found answers. I found experts that I could trust, and I could put all of my faith into one source that had answers for exercise, diet, stress relief, female issues, and my bones, obviously, but I could go to one source, and that was it. And it just made me so happy, and I felt confident. That was the biggest thing. I felt confident for the first time that I was going to be able to tackle this and understand what I needed to do and do it so that I could be successful on my journey attacking this osteoporosis.
I was diagnosed with osteoporosis in my late 30s, so I'm 63 now, and I really thought that my future was that of a very frail woman, and I would be in my 80s and kyphotic and, having had fractures, and my husband's gonna be pushing me around in a wheelchair. And I have found through Bone Coach that that was not my future at all. That my future was that of a very strong woman, an empowered woman, an educated woman, and that I could be as active as I wanted to be. And that has totally changed my life. Bone Coach has changed my life.
So you learn about all aspects of the disease from Kevin and his experts. And you also learn about what the possible cause could have been that allowed you to have this disease. So that was one thing that I was always interested in. I wanted to know, why me? How did I get this? And that is answered for you in this program. I learned about all of my options for treatment, and that might be conventional treatment as well as functional medicine treatment. So you learn about everything that there is as far as your treatment options are concerned. It helps a person to understand not only how you got this, but what you need to change in going forward and how you can improve or at least maintain good bone density through the rest of your life.
All the main areas, the nutrition, the exercise, just the lab work, and how to talk to your doctors. And I was able to take in sheets that Kevin provided in the binder and really just show the doctor that, hey, I would like to order these tests. And, he prepares you so well to have those difficult conversations.
If I had to pick one area that the course covered that impacted me the most, is a very tough question, because every area from nutrition to stress management to supplements to lab work to understanding how osteoporosis occurs, it was totally invaluable. I think for me, the nutrition stood out at the beginning because I realized I was not eating the right way. And I still go back periodically and review the dietary recommendations and how to cook to benefit the most from the foods that I'm eating.
The nutrition part was very, very beneficial. I thought that I knew pretty much about diet and nutrition because I am a nurse, and I even did some education on that with cardiac patients. And so I thought I was pretty up on it, but I have to say that what I learned just through Bone Coach, through the nutrition with Amanda, the dietitian, I was so beneficial. And I am cooking and thinking when I grocery shop or when I plan a meal for the week. I look at it totally different. I have to say I have a lot more energy. I feel much healthier. Issues that I may have had with GI problems or whatever has just really greatly diminished, and my nutrition, I think, has really improved.
I was an avid cyclist, and when I found out the severity of my osteoporosis, I was told that cycling really wasn't a good idea in the event of a fall. So I sort of felt like I was at risk all the time. So I really changed the way I moved and the way I exercised. But I learned through Bone Coach that I could exercise safely, that I can indeed ride my bike. But I also found out ways of exercising to help build my bones in a way that was safe. And I kind of went from feeling like this frail individual to a very strong, empowered woman.
So I feel physically, I do feel much stronger. I'm 68, and actually I do have a heart condition on the side. I feel like I have the strength and the endurance in that as when I was in my 20s. I said I really am very, very active, and I said I really feel very strong, and I have to say my outlook, even through this past year, which was kind of a rough year, I just feel a lot more positive and a lot more hopeful, that I am taking good care of myself. And so emotionally, I feel stronger. Physically, I feel stronger. And a lot of it, I have to say, it has to do with what I've learned through Bone Coach.
I had no idea the role that stress has played in your bones. I know stress is not good for you, but I had no idea that has to do with bones, because it just seems like, okay, bones are over here and this is over here. It's all very interconnected. So I really appreciate that. Was news for me, and I just love going through those guided meditation things. That was just new to me, and I absolutely love to be able, and I still use some of them, especially if I wake up in the middle of the night. I know what to do to relax and let go.
The stress reduction has helped me. I can't even begin to tell you. That was a component that I was not expecting to receive in this. And I would say the stress reduction is something I use multiple times, 24 hours a day. And that has helped me tons.
It really is a paced out curriculum. He's not throwing everything at you at once. And so it's laid out in a way where if you work full time like I did, I have one child who keeps me busy. You know, I have a busy life, and you just have to make that commitment to yourself. You know, it's for you. And so many women don't do that. And I know there may be men listening too, but so many women put themselves last. And I just decided to put myself first. And that's what you have to do. So I would just encourage you, if you're thinking about it, but yet you have a very busy life and you're nervous about, you know, adding one more thing to your plate, just do it. And you will not be disappointed.
Do you want to be an invalid? Because if you continue on this path of not doing something about your disease, It will take over your body eventually, and you will not have the opportunity that these people have given you with their knowledge. So please take my advice and look at the program and think about where you would be if you continue. Maybe you can take the drugs for a few years, and maybe you can't. But either way, they are not going to change your life like holistic methods will. And to me, I would say to someone who is on the fence, or even, you will find the time, because it's about your health. And if you don't have your health, honestly, what do you have? What do you have? You have nothing. So please listen to me and anyone else that gives testimonies in this. I couldn't say enough about how good I feel about taking control of my life and not letting this disease walk all over me. But I am in charge of this disease, and I tell this disease, hey, you're not going to put me in a wheelchair. Hey, you're not going to make me not be able to walk or do the things that I love to do. And I do the things I like to do now because I'm not afraid. They've given me confidence because I'm doing something about my disease. Come on, people. Just take a chance like I did, and you'll never regret it. You'll never look back. You'll look forward, because you'll have something to look forward to.